Hello everybody, in this video we're going to install the Manjaro 20 is KDE edition to our VMware right here. Okay, so as I want to test something, it will be better to test it on your virtual machines. For example, if something problem for later, then you're not going to have do anything with your main OS. Alright, so let's create a new one now. I'm going to install Manjaro, which is, I already have the image file, which is located in here in the data blah blah. This is the part that I downloaded from the internet. Alright, I'm not going into that. Okay, now let's click next, and this one will be other Linux 5.8 or later. Alright, go next. I'm going to name this for Manjaro 20. Alright. Now at the disk SD hard drive, I'm going to put it 20 GB and store visual disk as a single file. Right, and then I'm going to click next. Before you do anything, I'm going to automate the hardware, because you can see that now I have memory as 768 MB of RAM, which is a little bit too small. So let's do that configuration, because this is the only just a guest OS that I have, right? So I'm going to put this for the memory at 2 GB, and then the processor I'm going to use two core. Okay, with this we're going to do this for later, right after we install that. By now I'm going to check this one in. Then let's go to the display. Make sure that you click on Accelerate 3D graphics here and make this at 768 MB as the recommend. Right, okay, now we're gonna go ahead and click close. You can see that I have 2 GB memory, and then we have 2 CPU core. So that's good enough. Automatically power. So we're gonna click on finish, and then again close. So let's make sure that it's going to process this in the full screen. No, it's not. Fine. Okay, our system seems to be loaded. Now we are ready to install the OS into this virtual machine. So luckily we have a full screen. That the previous one I don't have the full screen one. I don't know what happened with that. By the way, let's install that. I'm going to go ahead and click on the launch installer right here. So you maybe know that I am Thai, so my code is set to Thai. So that's why I have Thai language right here. If you somebody else not speak Thai, or maybe you speak any language else not Thai or English, you okay to go ahead and change to your language. But in this video, I find myself that I have a lot of problem if I install it in Thai, because for one, I don't have an English keyboard. So I'm going to change this to English. Let's select American English and I click next. Then the time zone, I'm going to the regions. I'm Asian and I live in, and the time zone will be Bangkok. Let's go next. I'm not going to change that. The keyboards here, I'm going to use the default one. Click next. So we're going to erase everything, as you know that this one is just only the OS that we have, and I have 20 GB of the storage in here. We're gonna use the whole thing. So I'm going to select swap with Hibernate right here. We're gonna change that later. We're gonna click next. So just name yourselves, name your computer, and right here I'm going to put a name at our computer name Manjaro 20. I'm going to put the password 1234 1234 right again. So you maybe think that 1234 is very easy password, right? And it's going to have a problem with the security issue for later, but I'm not going to worry about that because we're not going to use this in our real life anyway. So after I done with this, and just feel free to erase this away, and it's not going to affect me anything. By the way, it's bad practice though. Do not use 1234 or easy password in your real life, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and check login automatically because I do not want to enter the password when it's boot up and use the same password. I'm going to use the password here as the administrator account as well. Let's click next. Now you're going to select your office. I'm going to install Libreoffice. Library, I don't know how you pronounce that, but I'm sorry. So Libreoffice, right? Click next. This is the summary of your system. This is going to look like, and it say create ms.partition blah blah blah. Down here, the whole thing that we made it earlier. Let's click install and then another install now. And now we have to wait. So that's supposed to be half an hour, I believe, or maybe a little bit shorter than that, right? But anyway, you take a look at here. Our time, which is my time now, in my time zone, is 10 by now, but this one is 5 p.m. I suppose it's today, but this one is UTC, I believe. Anyway, we're not going to deal with that. Alright, now our Manjaro 20, it just installed as our guest system here, so we ready to use that. Now I'm not going to click restart now by now, so we're gonna click done, and then I'm going to turn off this machine manually. We're gonna set up something a little bit more. Now let's do it. Go to power and then power off guest. Then I'll say never show this again. Shut down. Now let's open up again. VMware is VMware player. Alright, before you do anything, just let's click on the Manjaro 20 that we just installed earlier, right? Let's go to edit visual machine setting right here. Go to the processor. Now we'll be able to click on this visualization Intel VT or AMD right here. So just to prevent us from having no problem with anything. See, that one is still the same. Yes, it's cool. Now let's click save. Alright, let's click power on, and I'm going to make it full screen. Okay, and our guest OS is already open. It's already boot up, right? And the next time I do not want to launch at startup. I do not want to see this at all at the next startup. Okay, I'm going to click this to be off, right? And then we'll close that in. The other things we're going to do is the time is not the same, right? Let's go ahead and fix that. Right click and then adjust date and time. So I'm going to click on the set date and time automatically, right? So that will be 10:30. I believe our time zone is Asian Bangkok. Okay, click apply and then input your password. Remember, 1234 is our password. Now you can see that my time is already correct. So next thing what we're gonna do is we need to update the package before we install any other thing else, right? Now let's go ahead and open up. You can do either install it by terminal, or you can even click here and package managers to install that. But in this video I'm going to do it by command line. Just leave it up here so we can open it easily. So our console is a little bit too small. Let's make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see that. Okay, it seems like it's a little bit bigger. So we're going to run the command sudo. It's bad practice though to use this at the root, but you know that this is our visual machine, right? We can do whatever. But by the way, on your real environment, do not use this. Okay, you better to type in sudo and then follow by the command Alright, we're gonna do update the package with the command pacman and then syu and dash no confirm. I do not want to hit y and y again, so just go ahead and do that. The package is like 400, almost 500 megabyte of the package, so it's gonna take quite a long time. I believe it's going to take you about 20 minutes again. It is depending upon your internet speed, right? If you take a look at the right of the up arrow right here, so you can see that they say your system is up to date. That means we already update our system. But in order to use this new setting, right, you're going to reboot your system maybe once, right? Anyway, since I am not native English speaking, so sometimes I'm going to type things in Thai, but this is not going to work to me, and maybe it's also happened to you too. If you are not native English speaking, you want to type in your language too. Now let's fix this. We're gonna go to setting, setting right here. Let's add our language. Is the input right here. So I type in input and then I select keyboard, and at the layout right here, let's go ahead and import that. You can see that now so far I have US English US. Now let's add it and find your language. In my case it's Thai here. I'm going to use this as the default. Click OK. So how are you going to change that? I'm going to change it just application, or maybe window. Alright, window. I will change it just to window. So this window I use Thai, another window I use English maybe. And you're going to show up the flag right here. I want to use that too, so I will show label on flag. So you can see that I have US, I have TH as Thai right here. Just configure the shortcut how to change it between English to Thai. I'm going to click one time right here, and I need my left alternate left shift. So to change the interface, to change the keyboard from English to Thai, or to Thai from Thai to English, I'm going to press shift, left shift, and left alternate right here. So click apply, and yeah, you can see the flag is appear right here. Now I press the key alternate and shift on the left side, I can change the length. Alright, this is how I do it. If you have any problem with this, just take a look the full video again, because every time I do like this is always success to me. I don't know, maybe hopefully it's helped you if anyone have a problem with this. Alright, so it will be all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.